4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
This is Movies First with Alex First.
A film adaptation of the Tony and Grammy Award-winning musical, Dear Evan Hansen, features the original Broadway lead actor in the pivotal role. Teenager Evan Hansen, played by Benj Platt, struggles with anxiety and depression, for which he's seeing a therapist. He's being brought up by his single mother, Heidi, Julianne Moore, who loves him dearly but is seemingly forever working as a nurse. His father left when Evan was 7. He is friendless and awkward at school. Evan is tasked by his therapist, who we never get to see, with writing letters to himself about why he should look forward to each day. He struggles with that. After a particularly bad day, he turns the tables on the positives and writes himself an honest few paragraphs. Unfortunately, his words end up in the hands of a troubled student called Connor Murphy, played by Colton Ryan, who goes on to commit suicide. Connor's mother, Cynthia, Amy Adams, and stepfather, Larry Mora, Danny Pino, come across Evan's letter, which starts with the words, "Dear Evan Hansen." Naturally, they think Connor wrote it and poured his heart out to a friend they never knew he had, namely Evan Hansen. Evan can't bring himself to tell them the truth, as an inconsolable Cynthia is desperate to learn more from Evan about his relationship with her son. In reality, the only couple of interactions they had were negative, but Evan doesn't want to let Cynthia down. For some time, Evan has also been interested in Connor's sister Zoe, played by Kaitlyn, who thinks her brother was a bad guy, so, in short, Evan makes stuff up. His lie grows, and before long, Evan is warmly embraced by Cynthia, Larry and Zoe. Through a well-meaning activist student in Alana Beck, Amanda Stenberg, the school embraces Connor's legacy with Evan on board. The question is, will this house of cards come tumbling down? And if so, what then?
Movies First with Alex First.
Partly dialogue-driven and interspersed with musical numbers, Dear Evan Hansen is propelled by the lyrics as much as it is by the spoken narrative. In fact, that works very well. The musical numbers are powerful and affecting. The premise is set up as a heartfelt conundrum. Benj Platt has a superb singing voice, which is well suited to the part. He adroitly navigates the role of Evan, notwithstanding the fact that he looks too old to be a high schooler. Around him, the other leads are also polished. I particularly appreciated Amy Adams as a mother wrestling with her grief. Without too much effort, you can readily pick holes in the story arc, and melodrama ratchets up a bit too much at times. Still, the intent of dealing reasonably with mental illness is there for all to see. Dear Evan Hansen scores a 6.5 to 7 out of 10.
You've been listening to Movies First with Alex First.
Available at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or your favourite podcast player. You can also stream on demand at Bytes.com.
This has been another quality podcast production from Bytes.com.